Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn about the tokenization in NLP. So first let's start, what is tokenization? So tokenization is one of the most common tasks when it comes to working with text data. But what does the term tokenization actually mean? So tokenization is essentially splitting a phrase, sentence, paragraph or an entire text document into smaller units such as individual words or terms. Each of the smaller units are called tokens. So we can look into one particular image. So you can check this image in which the sentence natural language processing has been broken into three respective tokens. One is natural language and processing. The token could be words, numbers, or punctuation marks. In tokenization, smaller units are created by locating word boundaries. Wait, what are word boundaries then? These are the ending points of a word and the beginning of the next word. These tokens are considered as a first step for stemming and lemmatization, which we will see in the upcoming videos. And these are also the next stage in the text pre-processing, which we will cover in next videos. So difficult? So do not worry. The 21st century has made learning and knowledge accessibility easy. So you can easily learn the natural language processing without any confusion and getting into any complexity. So now the next question arises, why is tokenization required in NLP? So I want you to think about the English language here. Pick up any sentence you can think of and hold that in your mind as you see in this video. This will help you understand the importance of tokenization in a much easier manner. Before processing a natural language, we need to identify the words that constitute a string of characters. That's why tokenization is the most basic step to proceed with NLP. This is important because the meaning of a text could be easily interpreted by analyzing the words present in the text. So let's take an example. Consider the sentence, this is a cat. What do you think will happen after we perform tokenization on this string? We will get this is a cat. So let me write it. The tokenization will be, one will be this. Other token will be is, another token will be another token will be cat. So there are numerous uses of doing this. We can use this tokenized form to count the number of words in the text, count the frequency of the word, that is the number of times a particular word is present, and so on. We can extract a lot more information which we can discuss in the future videos. For now, it's time to dive into the meat of this video, that is the different methods to perform tokenization, and the methods how we perform tokenization in NLP are being given. So we will see around 4 to 5 unique ways we can perform tokenization on the text data. We will also demonstrate with each method with an example. So let's start with the first method, which is tokenization using Python split function. So let's start with the split method, and it is the most basic one. It returns a list of strings after breaking the given string by specified separator. By default, split breaks a string at each space. So we can change the separator to anything. So let's check it out. So as you can see, I have taken a text which is founded in 2002. SpaceX mission is to enable humans to become a space-faring civilization and a multi-planet species by building a self-sustaining city on Mars. In 2008, SpaceX Falcon 1 became the first privately developed liquid fuel launch vehicle to orbit the Earth. Now when I use tick.split, by default it breaks into the space. So as you can see, a list being generated where each word is in the inverted commas and separated by a comma, and these can be considered as tokens of different words in a sentence. Now what if I want to do sentence tokenization? That is, I want to specify only a particular separator by which only the sentence gets separated. So again, let me paste the code. Now again, I took the above code. Now I specified that I want to separate the sentence by a full stop. Now let's place. Now let's run the code. Now you can see this, the different sentence has been separated into different tokens via the method or the separator we assigned, that was the full stop. So one major drawback of using Python split method is that we can use only one separator at a time. So another thing to note is that in word tokenization, split did not consider the punctuation as a separate token. So you have to keep these points into mind. So now let's jump into a next method, which is tokenization using NLTK library, which is perhaps the most crucial library you will be using. And if you are doing an NLP project, you will be dealing with this library a lot. Now this library you will appreciate the more you work with the text data. NLTK, short for Natural Language Toolkit, is a library written in Python for symbolic and statistical natural language processing. So you can install NLTK by just typing pip install NLTK. Now as you can see, our library is already installed. That's what it's saying, requirement already satisfied. So this library contains a module called Tokenize, which further classified into two subcategories, which is word tokenize or sentence tokenize. So word tokenize is like we use the word tokenize method to split a sentence into tokens or words, or another sentence tokenize we can obviously use to split a document or paragraph into sentences. So we'll see both. Now let's see about the word tokenization. So for word tokenization, I have taken this example from NLTK.tokenize, import word tokenize, and I have taken even a sample text, that the text we were using before. Now when I call word underscore tokenize in text, now when I run it, I get the following output. So as you can see, it has automatically tokenized, founded in 2002. And SpaceX mission is to enable, like, it has tokenized respective words into tokens. So are you noticing how NLTK is considering punctuation as a token? So hence, for the future task, we need to remove the punctuations from the initial list. Now let's do regarding sentence tokenization. Now for sentence tokenization, again we have to call, in the first we called import word underscore tokenize. Now for the sentence we will call sent underscore tokenize. Now again we'll pass on the same text in the sent underscore tokenize, and the following output will be generated. So you can see the output. Found in 2002, SpaceX mission is to enable humans to Mars, become a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet mission and all. As you can see the following output. So this is how sentence tokenization is done. And you can see the /n, which is for new line, has been tokenized into respective words, with the comma has been the separator. Now another method which we are going to see is tokenization using the Spacy library. So as you know that I love Spacy library. I can't remember the last time I didn't use it when I was working on an NLP project. So it's just that useful. Spacy is an again open source library for advanced natural language processing. It supports over 49 plus languages and provides state of the art of the computation speed. So again, if you want to install Spacy, you have to just type pip install Spacy to run this command. You can even let the file get downloaded first. Okay. To restart the runtime, let's restart the runtime. After that, to just install this. Okay, so it has been installed. Okay, download installation successful. So let's see how we can utilize the awesomeness of Spacy to perform tokenization. So we will be using spacy.lang.in, which supports the English language that we just installed. Now let me just write a piece of code. Okay, so I wrote again from spacy.lang.in, I have import English. we have to load English tokenization, tokenizer, tagger, parser, and word vector. So we've used NLP equals to English that we just installed above. Now again, we have taken the same text, my doc, created NLP object, created list of token list, and when we run this code, we get tokens as the respective words in the sentence, that entire text. Now this was the word tokenize, and again for the sentence tokenize, we have to take the create the pipeline Sentenizer component. So I have used sbt equals to nlp.create pipe, and I named it Sentenizer because I am creating Sentenizer pipeline. Then I have to add the component. To add the component, you have to use add underscore pipe, and you have to pass on the Sentenizer component that you just created. And again, we have just taken the text and created NLP. Rest is same as Tokenizer. The Sentenizer will take into consideration the sentence respectively in the text of the output of the text we given in the input. And when you run it, so this is the output you get, just like we got in the NLTK library. So the important thing to note here is like Spacy is quite fast as compared to other libraries while performing NLP task. Yes, even faster than NLTK. And if you want, you can listen to the Data Hack Radio podcast to know about the story and how Spacy was created and where you can use it. And this is how you can use Tokenizer with the how you can perform tokenization with Spacy. There are also methods like you can even, for tokenization, you can even use Keras. So Keras is one of the hottest deep learning frameworks in the industry right now. So it is also an open source neural network library for Python. And it is also super easy to use, and you can even run on top of TensorFlow. And you can like just simply install pip install Keras just like it. And there is also some sort of code that you can follow to tokenize words. And another thing library you can use is Gensin. So it is the final tokenization method you can see, and there are also various methods. So it is also an open source library for unsupervised topic modeling and natural language processing, and it is designed to automatically extract semantic topics from a given document. So again, you can see the code on the net, and yeah, this is how tokenization is done. So we can draw a conclusion that tokenization is a critical step in the overall NLP pipeline. We cannot simply jump into the model building part without cleaning the text first. So in this video, we saw the different methods of tokenization from a given text. And there are other ways as well, but these are the important things these are the important methods which you can keep in mind, because these are the methods which are generally used. And yeah, that's it about tokenization. Thank you.